You know, in past postings, I have talked about the fact that I collect swords and knives of varied description. It's a hobby. And I ran across an interesting find. Oh, I don't know, year or two ago, year and a half, 2 years ago. And it just piqued my interest. It's strictly from the realm of myth, legend, and lore, to be sure. And here it is. It is a vampire slayer sword. It is quite a piece of work. The blade measures 27 inches long. And according to myth, legend, and lore, the blade on this particular sword has to be exactly 27 inches long. Why? Because 27 is 2 and 7, and 2 and 7 is 9, and it's believed that 9 is the number of divination. So there you go. It's rather a stout piece of work. It's heavy, well made. It's a replica, to be sure. A replica that is, considering that maybe something like this really existed in the past. I'm not so sure about that. Again, as far as I'm concerned, this is relegated from the realm of myth, legend, and lore. But it is an interesting piece. And of course, I mean, how many people you know have a vampire slayer sword in their house? I rest my case. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a swordsmith out of Philadelphia that I purchased this sword from. He created it. I don't know what he told his mother when he was creating this one. But I couldn't resist it. You know, it was a temptation that I just had to have it. And like I say, how many people own a vampire slayer sword? I'm not sure many out there do. But again, it's a hobby, something I'm interested in. I've always been interested in the realm of myth, legend, and lore. Why? Because there are so many aspects of that realm that are more than just myth, legend, and lore. There are pieces and fragments of dark truth within the realm of myth, legend, and lore. For example, the fallen angels. If you haven't heard about those dudes, well, do some studying up. Trust me when I tell you, it'll be about as interesting as a vampire slayer sword. But I think you'll get some insight that maybe you actually need. Why? Because we're entering into the last days. And I don't want anyone to be left behind when Jesus Christ shows up in the rapture to claim his own. Because all of those found still standing outside of Jesus Christ when the rapture of Jesus Christ takes place are going to be left behind. Left behind to go through the great tribulation. And if you're one of those that are going to be found left behind, it's because you were found standing outside of Jesus Christ at the time of the rapture. And trust me when I tell you, even a vampire slayer sword, not going to help you then. So while you still can, while there's still time enough left for you to do this, accept and believe that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. Become one of Jesus Christ's own while you still can. Until next time, this is Stephen. Talk to you when the wind shifts. See ya. Bye.